Right now, we got the big boys.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, but I don't think anybody needs to even announce that. This one is purely from the visual perspective. This is a big boy making his way into the cage.
Mark Moses weighed in at 293 pounds.
Yeah, he did.
He's a very, very large man. Don't let his 0-2 record fool you.
Yep.
He's a game guy. He loves to fight. He loves to throw bombs. The question with him has been conditioning. His first fight, he was coming off of COVID.
Yep. Came in with flip-flops. That's a new one.
He was coming off of COVID, so, he had some complications from that. He had to finish that fight early, but, his conditioning, hasn't really been tested. He hasn't made it 3 rounds, where Josh DePace has been pushed to 3 rounds his last few fights against Lombardo, against Pastor. His gas tank has been tested. He's had some opportunities for improvement highlighted in those fights, but his cardio has lasted, and I think that's going to be one of the major differences.
So what do you think the key to this one is for either guy in order to come out with a victory?
I think, for Moses, he's got to land a big shot. He's got to land a big shot and capitalize on it. For DePace, he's got to just, he's got to wait out that first 90 seconds. DePace is very comfortable with his defensive boxing. He's comfortable using his hands. He's not a big kicker, but he's very comfortable, and he likes to fight. So really it's going to be, can he outlast any potential swarm that Moses puts on, and then can he impose his hands?
I am not a betting man this evening, but this to me has all of the makings of under 1.5 rounds.
I would be surprised if it goes the full 3. Yes, absolutely. Now Josh DePace coming out of 99-1 Jiu-Jitsu in Kingston, and Mr. Mark Moses coming out of Omni Fist Fight Club. I think that's more of an informal kind of a group that trains.
Is that a nice way of saying?
Well, no, sometimes these rogue groups pop up, and there are skilled folks that train in them, but they're not necessarily affiliated with a formal school. Where Josh DePace is at a school where Devin Olin, a Cage Wars veteran, competes. They've got structured programs, jiu-jitsu programs, and structured training partners. So I really think there's something to be said for coming from that environment in preparation for something like this.
Well, it sounds like DePace is a little bit more well-rounded. Is Moses strictly the striker in this situation and in this contest?
I've not seen him do much grappling. It seems to be more hands. He competed in Street Beefs a while back. That was pretty much all hands. I think his path to victory is a big shot. It's a big overhand right, and it's a flash finish.
I can almost see him going a little Brock Lesnar too if he has the opportunity, don't you?
Could be, or Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, a little Bam Bam Bigelow, a little linebacker style.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvey.
I can't wait.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our following contest in our heavyweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday at 294 pounds. He is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Steel City Madman, Mark Moses. His opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday at 274 pounds even. Representing 99-1 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Kingston, New York, the Smiley Assassin, Josh DePace. And the man in charge of the action when the door closes, Mr. Laszlo Huve.
Made the trip all the way from Pittsburgh, Moses did, for this one here.
The intensity on Moses' face tells it all. He's ready.
Oh, I'm excited.
Here we go, running across.
That's exactly what I thought he would do.
Wow. Looking for the grapple. All right, taking us by surprise here.
Oh, my goodness. He is
a
tank.
Lifted DePace up over the head. That was a lot of beef. Now, let's see what DePace can do. Last thing he wants to do is be on his back. Now, if you notice, Moses trying to take a play out of Cloudhammer's book with the forearm in the throat.
Now, this is different because we can ground and pound and we can hit to the face now. So this is all bets are off, and we're in full-on combat right now, which I really do think is really going to benefit Moses here.
100%, but he's awful high on DePace, high on his body. So that's going to give DePace some opportunity to create some distance if he gets to a hip. But Moses doing a good job keeping some pressure down on DePace.
And he is just a large man, and I just think laying on him makes it obviously very difficult for DePace.
Looking to transition to Mount. Mark Moses and Mount. Oh, DePace rolls. Nice job.
That is a great job.
DePace making him pay for it now. You know, and if there's been any question with Mark, it's been when he's not in the driver's seat, you know, what's his mental fortitude in that situation. So I think this is a great opportunity for him to prove some folks wrong.
Well, he's driving now, that's for sure. Halfway through the first round.
But again, you know what? I mean, the judges are seeing that big slam. You know, I mean, right now the grappling still favors Moses if you're a judge. Oh, nice knees by DePace to the body.
Yeah, DePace just looks like he's warming up right now. Moses appears to be slowing down just a little bit.
Well, you know, when you run across cage and get amped up like that, there's bound to be a slight adrenaline dump. Good job turning the corner by Moses, though. Moses is showing us something here tonight, Brian.
Well, he sure is. And DePace needs to be careful not to hit in the back of the head, too.
Laszlo Huve right on top of that. But again, you got to do something. You know, you got to try to get to a hip. You got to throw some strikes. Make them react to you.
Well, this is not good for DePace here as we close out the first round. And like you said, you talked about what the judges may remember.
And right now they're remembering that Moses is on top in that big slam. You know, I mean, he's been controlling. He's got more control time in this.
Although he hasn't really landed anything while he's been in top position, and I think DePace did land a couple of shots, very even first round.
So even if you gave the striking to DePace, then it's going to go to that third category, that cage aggression and control, which is in Moses' favor at this point.
I would agree with that.
Final 30 seconds.